Greetings, holy ones. I trust that this morning that you are operating in optimal levels of the triune key. The solar sun, the pineal, your perception of source is a clear crystal channeling the conduit of divine energy rather than a clod of earth trapped somewhere torturing your children in eternal sorrow. That your lunar sun, your pituitary, which is a reflection of divine rhythm, is operative and optimal in its execution. That the hidden sun, the pyramid of the combination of the solar, the lunar, the pineal, the pituitary, has conjoined a synthesis into radiant equilibrium. And in furtherance thereof, I want to share a few key terms, notably the most important term, concept to assimilate is INSCENSION. And this is diametrically opposed to ascension, which is a subtle variation of the external savior program. And so I want to emphasize this concept of INSCENSION, and this is profoundly developed and understood from within the concept, the tradition of Keylontic framing. And I'll leave it up to you, your studies, to search out that term, Keylontic framing, and the tradition that arises from. But this is a process and body of techniques that moves a human from density-centered embodiment into an embodied celestial sovereignty, which integrates reincarnational lineage. And this is understood as you as the tip of the spear from your bloodline. That you're tying up loose ends from previous generations of densified living. That you're integrating these lessons and you're graduating. You're moving within deeper than anyone in your bloodline has ever gone before. You're dispelling illusions and you're excelling in your morphogenetic imprinting. You're bending reality to the will of your soul. That is theurgy. That is the process of bringing heaven to earth, of stripping away the human ego, merging with the divine energies, and bending reality according to your soul's dictates. And the triune grand circuit, which I mentioned earlier, the pineal, the pituitary, and the synthesis thereof, the divine pyramid, the divine fire of the God force, and that is INSCENSION essentially, which is involved with quantum morphogenetic physics, the science thereof, the study and operative use of how information patterns, morphogens, nemios, another type of quantum term with neurons is probably a more accessible term, but shape form across scales via non-local quantum coherence. Heart-mind coherence. Resonant entrainment and self-organizing attractors. Now think of it as the physics of form as information rather than form as matter. Your flesh suit, your container, your unit of consciousness, container for consciousness. And along with this, we have, with this celestial human potential, the latent capacities that become accessible when human morphogenetic templates are retuned to higher order attractors. That your vibrational awareness is elevated in alignment with the monad, your highest soul essence, soul awareness that you're capable of achieving within this densified construct. The more that you have dispelled and seen through the illusion of your ego and attracted the omnipotent awareness of source, the more you have realized your celestial human potential and retuned yourself to higher order attractors, multisensory, non-local perception, sustained rhomboidal field formation, and transdimensional interoperability. You are in this world, but not of it. You are of a higher order, a higher dimension, operating in this lowest dimension, bringing heaven to earth and dispelling the sorrow of the Black Brotherhood and their inverted teachings. And this is foundationally within Keylontic sciences, which is a practical multidisciplinary toolkit within INSCENSION, combining a symbolic theurgy, biofield engineering, morphogenetic imprinting, somatic practice, and algorithmic etheric modulation to rewrite personal and planetary templates. This is the fire and power of your consciousness, dear viewer. We are here to rewrite personal and planetary templates. Okay? This is not some passive, weak, feeble, love and light sort of like, just smile and everybody's going to get along. No, we're here to rewrite personal and planetary templates. Namaste. Namaskaram.